Hello my dear Scorpio, this is your love and spirituality reading for the month of February 2019 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. We went into Aquarius season yesterday, so happy birthday to all Aquarius out there. I read for the signs in order of most liked videos, and you can see the order I read in this time around at the community section of my channel. Scorpio is the last one out, and after that everyone is being done. Okay, thank you all for liking, watching, commenting, donating and subscribing to my channel. I am super grateful for all of your appreciation, and if you do hit the thumbs up button, you are truly helping my channel to flourish here on YouTube, so thank you for that. This is a general reading for Sun, Moon and Rising sign. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So for this reading, I will use the Crystal Tarot by Elisabetta Trevisan. And I will start shuffling your cards. So, my dear Scorpio, when I open your deck here, I see King of Chalices, which is King of Cups being Scorpio. Can be Cancer or Pisces as well. And the High Priestess, that's usually Pisces. But it seems like you are living very close to your own source. That you know yourself. You have gotten very deep in connection with all that is. It seems very beautiful. Yeah, and spiritual. So I call the divine with love and light. And here we have the Eight of Cups with the High Priestess. So there's something you're a little bit tired of. It's something where you maybe withdraw a little bit to yourself and you don't try anymore. So something has made you disappointed, or maybe you have tried something several times and all the energy that you put into this, you felt like it was a waste of energy. I don't think it was, definitely not, but this might be how you feel. With a High Priestess, there might have been people having secrets towards you. Maybe they didn't want to show their true self, or maybe they got scared with you maybe showing your true self. Sometimes it can be like that as well. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world, and here we see the Nine of Swords with the High Priestess. So it feels like by being you, you get targeted by people, and they might be cruel towards you, or just make you feel like you are not lovable, or that there's something wrong with you. It isn't. I'm thinking your energy might be a little bit unusual on Earth, and maybe you know things and you can see straight through people and things, and that might make them scared. I don't think it's personal. It's more that you have this unusual energy. Maybe this is making people, I feel like olden days when people were kind of chased because of their religious beliefs, or because knowing more, having more wisdom than others, like witches, for example. And maybe you still feel like that, even though you might not be burned as witches anymore. Okay, so I'm trying to grasp, it's a word, but I can't seem to find it right now. If I remember, I will tell you. So I call the six elements persecuted, maybe something similar to persecuted, being followed, but there's a word for this, like being followed, but in a negative sense. Okay, so I call the six elements, and here we have a King of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords. So it might be that an earth sign have hurt you. It might be a father archetype, a partner archetype, or someone that has a leadership role, or a family member. It might be a family member. Someone has hurt you. So I think this might be not only a pattern from past lives. It might be a family pattern. So you have felt maybe unloved by one of your parents, or and that one of your parents, or some caretaker, but this have made a mark on you. So it might be that you are carrying around this wound and other get scared by it. So they kind of feel that you are damaged goods in some way. We are all damaged goods, so you don't have to feel unique in any way, but maybe it makes you a little bit angry, bitter, these kind of things. Okay. So when a person is like, well, I will never love again, all people are, hell is other people, all people are hopeless, then we also get that situation, because we will feel like no one cares about us. They don't dare to care about us if we have this very bitter attitude. So that might be someone you're dealing with, or maybe that's you. So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Scorpio viewers. So I want my dear Scorpios to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So that's, now it's ready. There was some cards wanted to be put in the right place. Okay, so I'm going to tune into your energy, Scorpio, and the energy of this time of February for a few seconds. Okay, so my dear Scorpio, I think the word I was looking for was persecution. If that was what I said, it was the right word. So, because this is what's coming again and again, persecution. Okay, so this is your future, and this is your now, and this is your past. So in the past we have the 5 of Cups, being very disappointed at someone or at life at general, and not getting your needs met. Someone failed you in some way, and it has left a mark on you. I don't think you have abandoned yourself. I think you still love yourself with the King of Cups and the 2 High Priestess, but you might have sheltered yourself a little bit from the world and decided to not show share who you really are. I think you show who you really are, but you don't share some parts of you because of this. Okay, and this is in the now, and we have a 2 of Swords. So 2 of Swords is this little bit of bitter situation where you agree to disagree with someone, and you kind of not trying to fix it anymore. You just try to have a nice surface. So you don't want to throw yourself into some relationship or some situation and feel the same old. It's like you have had enough of that. So with the 2 of Swords, it's like, let bygones be bygones. We won't be the same friends that we were before, but I won't hate you either. So that's kind of feeling what I'm getting from this. And so I'm thinking there's a little bit bitterness against maybe people at general, or just a few people. And you're now decided to be guarded against them and not engage in the way that you might have done before. So you're not putting your heart up for sacrificing. Okay, you don't want it to be sacrificed. And here we have the 8 of Cups again, showing that it's an ongoing system, which I feel where when you can't get your needs met and you can't be filled with the energy from other people and have a beautiful exchange, because it seems like it's always going wrong, you get deprived of your energy. So I'm feeling like you're losing energy here, even if you're keeping it for yourself, maybe having boundaries and, accepting the situation, accepting that you won't get what you want. It's still like you're still bleeding because of this. So it's a little bit sad, and I hope we will get some advice for how to deal with this. Okay, so in your past here, we have Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, I feel, is a helper in this situation. Even if you might be dealing with an air sign person, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, that it doesn't feel like maybe for you, that they have been helping you to embrace this energy which they hold is helping you, okay? So the little bit more detached kind of style is actually helping you. Maybe it's helping you preventing further damage. Maybe it can't heal your wound, but it's preventing further damage. So this is what I'm feeling there. To expect less from people, for example, yeah, okay, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's a protective thing that you do to not have to be so disappointed. We had the Five of Cups, the card of disappointments there. And here we have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant might be in a work situation, a family situation at school. We have the students here, or a committed love relationship, marriage, things like similar to this. These kind of, it's a situation that has some kind of value, and we want to be loved in this situation. We want to be acknowledged. We want to be seen and heard, and like valued, respected. We want to be a part of, an equal part of, but sometimes we just feel we don't fit in, or we're not allowed in, because people are pointing out there's something wrong with you, so you're persecuted, followed, like you were this witch or something. But there's coming something here. It's a 5, so it goes with the 5 of Cups, being with people and becoming disappointed. It was supposed to be something valuable, but it turned out to not be. It's like having dreams of starting that new job and getting new friends, and just then being bullied at work. Or having this dream of finding a partner, and then finding that partner and just noticing that you're not invited to be a part of his life, his or her life, or his or her family, okay? And here we have a 10 of Pentacles. So 5, the Hierophant, and 10 of Pentacles. It shows a place that has, like, it has really great value, and for the long haul. I'm thinking it might be the bitterness per se making you feel that you don't belong, because here it shows that you do belong. You do have a place, but maybe you have too much thorns making you unable, like, or unavailable is what I'm feeling, okay? 10 of Pentacles. So maybe people do want to love you, but maybe it's hard because you have this air of disappointment and coolness or coldness. But it's your protection. I feel it, and it feels nice to feel that card here. I feel nice with this. So I'm thinking this is a safe haven for you to become like that. And here we have the Hangman. So the situation isn't really moving forward until some party is seriously developing, going through this maturity phase, or going through, like, sacrificing an old behavior for a new and better one, deciding that, okay, this doesn't work, even though it was cozy and felt nice, and now I need to try something else. So it might be that some of you need to ditch the Queen of Swords and become more fluid, more open, more engaged, even if it hasn't paid out well in the future. Maybe you can use the Queen of Swords to find better situations for you, where you can open up and show your true self, instead of taking everyone over the same, like seeing everyone the same and judging everyone the same. You can use your Queen of Swords perception to find out who could actually be there for you, and open up for that person, instead of trying to open up in front of people that are not ready to give you anything in return. So Hangman, that's a situation of hope, even though it has it asks something from us. We need to sacrifice something to get through that door, but it's a door. So there's could be a positive change here. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. So it seems like you're sacrificing a situation which you actually want to be in, but it has made you disappointed and hardened. So you sacrifice that situation for kind of going about it alone, is what I'm seeing. And this is your decision in the past. So with the 9 of Pentacles, it's making you aware of that you are able to take care of yourself. But I'm still feeling with the 8 of Cups that we have here that this situation makes you bleed because you wanted something else, and this is not what you had hoped for. But maybe this is what's needed right now, that situation are like this, and you learn to take care of yourself, and maybe you can even learn to not bleed, heal yourself enough to not bleed. Maybe you can put yourself in a mindset where you are not bitter about the past, and you have your judgmental skills with the Queen of Swords, being able to know that some situations which you will engage in will not welcome you in the best way possible, and you will be able to feel your way through. Okay, here I can engage this much, and here I'm not engaging at all. And also, while doing this, keeping a healthy attitude towards yourself, where you take really good care of yourself and fulfill the needs you can do alone. So it seems like there's a lot of patching oneself. So this is not a really stable situation. It's a situation which you are surviving, but it's not ideal. But I think it has a lot of things to teach you. What situations to sacrifice, what part of your attitude maybe to sacrifice, and when, and also how to take better care of yourself. And here we had the Two of Swords situation in the now. So Two of Swords is Libra, and we also had Libra there. So some of you might be dealing with a Libra. We have Taurus here as well, and Virgo. And here we have Virgo again. So and we also had the King of Pentacles before, so some of you might be dealing with the Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. And this Hermit here comes underneath the Queen of Swords. So I really feel genuinely that you might have had a person that was difficult in your life, but you have learned something from them, and that is to take better care of yourself. So they might have, their mission might have been to be there and pester you. So you would learn to not be so dependent on other people, but actually starting to depend more on yourself. But it feels like this is something Scorpio has been doing for the last, eons. So I don't know why you needed to learn that. Maybe relearn, maybe relearn something that you are really already very skilled at. Maybe you wanted to give away your old more suspicious parts of yourself that was actually protecting you, and you wanted to live the dream, so you threw yourself out there and you got disappointed again. So that's really hurtful. I feel it's hurtful. Okay. Next card is the 10 of Chalices, and it came in the same position for Cancer, but for you it's a little bit better situated. Instead of 8 of Swords and 4 of Swords, which Cancer had, this is you have the Earth people here. So even if I feel that this is like a breach, it's like a gap between these two people, I'm also thinking that you are already this. You are already society, you're already wise, you already have the respect, at least from the divine, and you just need to acknowledge it, that everything you seek after on the outside, you actually already have it within. So I'm thinking that's the big lesson for you, to realize that you don't have to be acknowledged or loved by others. At this point, you can learn to love yourself and appreciate yourself, because you are as good as the people you want to be acknowledged by, and you have the same value and actually the same authority and everything. So it's not that because of them denying you something in some way, they were above you. It's not that. In the same time that they deprived you of something, they deprived themselves of something. So it was not someone was losing and someone was winning. It was just that some kind of situation broke through, because I think about people not understanding each other fully. So it was not your loss, it was kind of everyone's loss. And to go at it again. Everyone needs to make a better effort. Okay, and we have the 10 of Cups and 9 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. And it shows that you already have had this very valuable situation, but it was kind of not worth having because it was in some way tainted or not fully supportive or something else that made you feel that disappointed. So you have had something that was valuable and you're kind of downsizing to having yourself that's valuable. You have 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and it's counting downwards, and you also have 9, the Hermit here. So this is what's on your plate right now, is to find self-love and dignity within you, and maybe also find some kind of creative expression for who you are, on like taking the inside and putting it on the outside, and getting better self-esteem by creating something that's coming from you alone. I think that could be very boosting for your self-esteem and maybe you know, make you stop bleeding. 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 5 of Cups. And here we have the Tower, and it comes underneath the Hangman. So it's a healing process that wants to happen, but it kind of wants to break down the situation before it wants to build it up. And you might not be on with the breaking down part. For example, if you might be on a workplace, which you are not, this is not the place you're supposed to be. So you might get sacked from that position, and you will feel like that was a hard blow and even more disappointing. Like, okay, again, I wasn't valuable enough, fine. But actually it wants to save you from a situation that you are not supposed to be in. So rejection is God's protection in this case, is what I'm feeling. So if something isn't working out, it's not the right path for you, and you need to keep searching. And maybe searching within rather than on the outside. Find the resources within what you are supposed to create. Maybe you don't need a company to be employed. Maybe you can be self-employed. Maybe you don't need to go that fancy education. Maybe you can educate yourself or start an own business and with the knowledge you already have. Because you are very knowledgeable with all these 3 cards together. It's like you know everything. You have the knowledge within you. You are already super professional. So you just need to learn to it's maybe you're taking off the training wheels, or someone like the big bird mama is expelling you from the nest and saying, fly, my beautiful bird. So, and it feels harsh, but it's necessary. And here we have the 4 of Pentacles, so 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. It's really like you are in a survival mood where you are taking the remaining of your power and hibernating it and sitting on it and not giving any more. And, you know, not just kind of going into the desert, being alone, but flowering there from your own inner space. So, I really feel there's a need for you to protect yourself. So be as bitchy and, you know, pointy and sharp as you want. It's fine, okay? It might leave you very lonely, but it seems like you really, really, really need to take your own side and stop thinking that there's something wrong with you. You need to start to build from scratch, from this foundation. Everything will be tear down except from this. This is the foundation that you will build upon. And it's something that comes from you and what you can create in this world from your bare hands. It does not have anything to do with relationships. It has to do only with you and something that wants to grow from within, not together with other people. Okay, this was the now. So it seems like you will go through, from a divine point of view, it's a situation where you learn to love yourself again, and kind of, I see someone cutting away with a knife on a, it's, see the words. When you want to do bread, you have dough, okay, dough, and this is dough that's a little bit irregular, and you're kind of taking away the edges of this dough and put it aside, or maybe making it into a bun and putting it on the rest of the dough and keep on working the dough. That is what I'm seeing you doing, cutting off things that was irregular or unbalanced in some way, or didn't fit you, and the thing you wanted to have. So if you wanted a certain kind of love and you get something that was unbalanced and irregular or not supportive in some way, you cut it off and you start again. You take the knowledge that you got from these situations, you cut it off, you take the knowledge and you put it in your bread, but you start from scratch. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing you having now. The divine wants you to realize how great you are. So wants you to cut away everything that's not great about your life and leave the rest. And here we have a Three of Wands, so it comes underneath the Queen of Swords and the Hermit and the Three of Wands. So it's a person rather being alone than being with other people. And if they are to be with other people, it's going to be great or not at all. So that's what I'm feeling, and it's no negotiation with this. This is just how it is. So Three of Wands is partnership. It's about waiting for your ships to come in. But if the ship comes in and look like shit, you're not going to go on the over the Atlantic or the Pacific Ocean on that vessel, okay? So that's how it is. You're trusting your own judgment. You'd rather be alone, rather not go after that dream if it's tainted, if it's wrong in some way. Okay. Next card here is the Six of Wands, and it comes underneath the Hierophant, which is Taurus, and the Ten of Chalices, which feels very Cancery. So Six of Wands is Leo in Jupiter, so it's about being your own lucky manufacturer, we can say. On Swedish, it's being your own fortune's smith. I don't know if you have the same saying in English, but it's being the smith, the manufacturer of your own happiness. So that's what I'm seeing for you. And you're skilled enough, and you have something beautiful inside of you that wants to be manifested. Maybe a talent, a great love. Maybe you know what love is, and you need to show other people what it is. It's about trusting yourself fully and being your own authority in your own world. You're a pioneer here. So what you are doing, others are going to follow and do the same thing, cutting away the things that didn't work and put it into the mix and, start again. And here we have Justice, which again is Libra, and it comes from the Queen of Swords, which Libra, and Ten of Cups, which is Cancer, and then Libra again. So justice will prevail. Okay, universal justice and love is what's going to win in the end. So you don't have to worry if you have been unjustly treated or someone didn't love you enough. Universal justice will come to each and every one in the measure that they have. It's not about what you deserve, it's about what you have put in. What you put into a situation is what you're going to get out of it eventually. Might take some time sometimes to get the justice. And many times, as in this situation, what I'm seeing, you're giving the justice to yourself. So that's the best way. And God helps the one that helps themselves. And here you really need to help yourself. And also trust what you see. If it doesn't feel like love, it doesn't look like love, it doesn't fulfill your needs, then it's not love. And you can express that to the other person. This is not how love should be. I love you, but I don't feel it coming back. Okay, so this is what I need from you, or there will be nothing at all. It can be an ultimatum here as well, as a person maybe filing for divorce because they want to build something better, and the ingredients that was there before wasn't doing it. It wasn't it. So it wasn't helping. So we're cutting away the things that doesn't work to leave only the things that works. And I think right now it's a necessity, because in other case you will lose all your energy. So it's just necessary. It's not something that you decided one day, well, I'm not going to be grumpy and cut away everything. Every person that doesn't do the things I want or being to my satisfaction, bye-bye to them. It hasn't been that easy. It has been, it's like out of necessity, or I will die. That is how I feel. If I don't do it, I will burn my candle in both ends, and one day there will be nothing left of me. So it's not a light-hearted decision where you just, well, I'm full of my ego, and I'm from now on, it's not going to let anyone disagree with me. So bye-bye to you all that disagree with me. It's not like that. You have really fought against this, and you didn't want to be like that. You wanted to be a person that was able to try out other people's ideas and go with it and roll with it and be like a person engaging in this society and putting your thing into it. But it just hurt too much. So there needs to be some kind of redoing of this situation and finding a better way to move forward and to do things. Maybe you sacrifice too much. Some of you might have sacrificed too little. So someone else is doing this towards you, where they're cutting you off and thinking like, to hell with this. I'm the only one working on this project anyway, so I can at least do it alone, and I don't have someone else to take care of on this ride. And we have the Lovers here, and it comes underneath the Hangman and the Tower. So I think love is still there between you and another person. Not this universal love. It's more like I love you kind of energy. And it comes with the Four of Pentacles. So I think what you will find is that certain people, even though they have been difficult, you still love them. And you still want them in your life. But maybe in another type of way than what you have had before. Maybe becoming just friends. So it can be that for some of you. Whatever you can, how you can build it without continuing the old situation where you lost energy. But it's a new foundation maybe for love as well. And we have the Moon card here, so that's Cancer energy again. And it comes to Ten of Pentacles, the Tower and the Moon. So someone is really going to feel the loss in this situation. Everything is lost. And it might be the person that didn't bleed that much will start to bleed now when the other person refused to continue bleeding. Okay. So the Moon is always a great card. Even if it comes with a lot of sadness and sorrows. If you allow it to come and inform you, you will learn the truth about something. And that truth can make you build a better life for yourself from the hard facts of what you now have learned about yourself, about maybe others as well, but mostly about yourself. What do you want? What does make you happy? What put a smile on your face? So you need to figure this out and start moving in that direction. Unfortunately, with the Moon and the Eight of Cups, this might not be the end of if you have felt sadness or felt like you were in the dark night of the soul. I don't see an end to it really. I just see you hitting rock bottom and here turning slightly upwards again. But there's still things to be dealt with here with the Moon. So there's still more information. Maybe it's like a person finding out more and more about how they were really played in the situation, or how bad it actually was, or seeing a situation with fresh eyes and realizing, oh God, this was so wrong. I don't know how I put up with this all these years. So I'm thinking there will still be more gruesome things to be revealed, but it's just for the greater good, for you really, being able to take away all the irregularities or imbalances and do like this great foundation from now on. Okay, so not the easiest read, but it's a lot of potential here with the 9 and 10 of Cups and Pentacles, and also the Lovers card and everything. So I don't think everything is lost. It just needs to be done in a better way. People needs to do things in a better way, more awakened. So seeing when, like being able to see when you are doing the wrong thing and having an epiphany, this is wrong, I'm sorry, I should never have said that. Or the other way, seeing that when another person is doing something wrong and being able to point that out. very clearly, and not codependently accept it just for the sake of being with someone, or for the sake of, you know, staying at that place with those people. So this is what, if you're thinking of a particular loved one, this is what they're feeling about you. Your treasure is at hand. So I'm thinking in many situations there will be one person giving up on something, and the other person will learn what love is and what pain is because of this, because someone gave themselves justice. This is going to open the eyes on someone else. Your treasure is at hand. Sure, you can always find prettier, handsomer, skinnier, wiser, richer, younger, sippier, but more often than not, one learns the most, laughs the loudest, and smiles the widest with those they already found, especially when they stop looking elsewhere. Actually, Zipper is on quite a few lists. Tally-ho, the universe. So I'm thinking someone might have taken you for granted in the past and you bled for them. But I think they realize now that they will realize here that the grass wasn't greener on the other side. And maybe it will be too late. Maybe you have hibernated yourself too much. Or if you are on the other side being the one that took someone for granted, I think you will see that grass isn't greener on the other side. It's actually, it was what you already had that was valuable. And I think someone acknowledged that the whole time, knew that the situation was valuable and were prepared to bleed, but maybe bled a little bit too much, a little bit too long, without the other person noticing. Okay, so this will be the advice for you then. This. Start where you are. So start with you, with what you have. Make a list of the small things that makes you happy, and maybe write a list of your talents also, not for anyone else, but the talents that you can explore for your own benefit. Not, oh, this talent, I think maybe it could be valuable for this company. No, don't do it like that. It will just add to your insecurities. Find out, okay, I have these talents. Is it any of these talents that makes me lose track of time and lose myself in the creative process? That's the talent I will go with and explore. Start where you are. The great thing about feeling deep, profound, earth-shaking love is that you can start with anyone next the universe. So I think start with you, because you have the capacity to love, and you have done so to the point where you're almost bleeding to death. So start loving yourself in that way. That will leave profound, utter, great result. And I'm also thinking that it's a situation here that's about to break down, but I think that it's still you. Okay, so if you have a significant other, I don't think you're supposed to change the person. Maybe there's just, it's a breakup, but maybe not forever. It's just so maybe this person will learn what's worth something, because you already knew, but they didn't. So you have to enlighten them with that. So this is from the Oracle of Angels, with some advice for my dear Scorpio. Let's see what's going on. Advice for Scorpio. That one. Comfort. So I think this is the reason why you have bled in the first place. You wanted this comfort. Discomfort, not discomfort. You wanted to have being comforted by society, by having people around you that love you, by your partner, by your friends, by your co-workers. You wanted to feel that you belong. So I think this is why you have bled, to finally be able to feel this feeling. But I think you will be able to feel it just on your own, finding out that you are valuable and that you are worth loving, and also the universe loved you always. They never left your side. Take comfort in the knowing that there is a divine presence in your life, guiding you at all times. There is no need to fear. Trust in the guidance of your angelic helpers and surrender your worries to them. Know that everything will work out exactly how it's meant to, for the greater good of all. I release my fear, for a divine presence comforts me. In trust, I surrender myself to this presence. I let go of all worries and choose to relax. Well-being surrounds me, and I'm comforted by the knowledge that I'm never alone. So I think the divine sees that you are in acute need of first aid help, and you are best equipped to give this to you with the support from the divine. So if you start to give attention to yourself and to the areas that needs healing, the divine will be able to send a great deal of healing through you, but you need to ask for it, you need to aim it towards it's supposed to be, and it will happen. Okay. So my dear Scorpios, heavy reading, but everything is for the best, because this is going to eventually change your whole situation to something that's more beautiful and more harmonic in the way you wanted it in the first place. So instead of being satisfied with something that's crap, you're now aiming towards something that's great. I want to welcome you back to my March reading that I will perform in the middle of February. I'm also going to do a pick a card reading in the beginning of February about what do they think about you. So check back to me to see that. Okay. Take good care, heal, and love yourself. Bye-bye.